Why does everybody keep tweeting this at me? Alabama loses 3 games. I've seen this one at least 10 times by now. Do people actually believe this, or are they just saying it to say it? I don't know. Woo! Man, oh man, I'm feeling good. Wrapped up a morning run, took a shower, had my coffee. Black coffee, by the way, straight black coffee. Iced coffee, because it's hot outside. By the way, hope all of you are staying cold, because I think it's hot everywhere in the country. Let me know, even for my northern states. Is it hot up there? I don't know, but like I was saying, getting back on track here. Had my coffee, had my breakfast, which was some eggs, and I went to check my calendar, and I know what you're sitting there saying, Matt, why are you talking about this? And it ties into what I'm about to get into, and I noticed we are 3 Saturdays away. The next 3 Saturdays after this one will be the only 3 Saturdays without college football. And I ain't gonna lie, that's another reason why I'm so excited and I'm feeling good, because only 3 more Saturdays until I get to sit on the couch all day, every day, from 7 a.m. till 2 a.m. Y'all think I'm playing. When college football season starts, don't call me, don't text me. D&D, don't hit me up on a Saturday. The only people that can hit me up are people on Twitter and a part of our community. That's it. I just want to see people tweeting at me nonstop college football news. If it ain't about college football, I don't care. And not only do I not care, but I will not be responding as well. But getting that out the way, I hope all of you are having a great start to your weekend. If not, I hope this video can make it a little bit better. And guess what we're about to do? On Twitter, I tweeted out a couple days ago, send me your biggest hot takes for 2023. Or actually, I didn't tweet that out exactly. What did I really tweet out? Let me pull it up. Okay, here it is. Reply this tweet with your biggest hot takes for college football heading into 2023. I purposely have not even checked these out a single bit, because obviously I'm saving them for this video. I think the premise of this video is relatively simple. We're going to check out some of these hot takes, and after I check out some of these hot takes on Twitter, I'm also going to see what people had to say in the YouTube comment section on the video we made a couple days ago as well. I say we just get straight into it. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste. I got a busy day on my hands, so let's check them out. Josh OTW stated, Tennessee upsets Georgia. Joe Milton plays out of his mind and the Vols make it to the SEC Championship for a rematch against Alabama. Yeah, I would say that's a hot take, because I don't think anybody would pick Tennessee to beat Georgia today. And also assume, since you're saying the rematch, that would theoretically have Alabama beating Tennessee the first time. Man, that'd be a heck of a matchup. Tennessee and Alabama in the SEC Championship. Blackie Chan Gaming said, by the way, shout out to Blackie Chan. He's always commenting. I see you, man. He stated USC will have a top 20 defense. And I do think this is a hot take and a really good one. Nobody, not a single soul out here, has laughed at USC's defense more than me, myself, and I. I have made fun of them time after time after time, especially last year. Look how soft they were. But here's the thing a lot of people in your casuals haven't been paying attention to. Lincoln Riley has improved the defense drastically just in this offseason alone. I don't know if they're going to have a top 20 defense, but I definitely expect them to be in the top 45, top 40. And I know that doesn't sound great, but considering where they were last year, yeah, it is. Oh, okay. I really like this one. Oklahoma goes 10-2 with a top 25 defense. That's a hot take for 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't think Oklahoma's going 10-2. And number 2, yeah, their defense was one of the worst in the country last year. The hottest take out of all this isn't even Oklahoma going 10-2. It's the fact they said top 25 defense. You could argue and say that Oklahoma's defense is in bigger shambles than USC's, and that's how bad it was. I hope that puts into perspective. It's bad. I'll leave it at that. TCU and Texas last year could have put up 100 if they wanted to. We'll have to see what happens there. No, what do you know? Blackie Chen also, he's got a 2-timer. He said Alabama will have 3 to 4 losses? Oh man, I don't know about all that. I've seen this story before. It just seems like it's very popular to hop on the bandwagon of, oh, Alabama, they don't have a quarterback. Oh, they lost their offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Yeah, they're due to have a bad year. I don't see it happening, and I'll leave it at that. Y'all know how I feel about the situation. My man TJ stated, Arkansas beats LSU. Okay. While LSU beats Alabama, while Alabama beats Arkansas for a 3-way tie for first in the SEC West to face Georgia. Okay, so hold on. Let me wrap this around. Okay, Arkansas beats LSU. LSU beats Bama. Bama beats Arkansas. That makes sense to me. I can see that happening, because you could see LSU having a letdown game against Arkansas, and Arkansas is a very underrated team. They got KJ Jefferson coming back, and that dude can play. And of course, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying LSU beats Alabama again, because they beat them last year, and Alabama was the far better team. And of course, yeah, it makes sense to say Arkansas would lose to Bama, so there's your 3-way tie. That one's really interesting, because also to go along with this, the only way there would be a theoretical 3-way tie is if all 3 of these teams, they win out. which more than likely is not going to happen. Arkansas will drop another game here or there. Why does everybody keep tweeting this at me? Alabama loses 3 games. I've seen this one at least 10 times by now. Do people actually believe this, or are they just saying it to say it? I don't know. I get it's a hot take, but sheesh, that's a very popular one. Nebraska wins the Big Ten West. That ain't going to happen. Gary said, Ole Miss will shock a lot of people and have a 9-3 season or better. That is one we might come back to at the end of the season and go, yeah, we should have saw this coming. Because most people aren't even high on Ole Miss because, number one, they don't know what they're doing at the quarterback position. Number two, defense, it's awful, and Lane Kiffin, it doesn't look like he's going to fix it anytime soon. And also to go on top of that, Ole Miss has a brutal schedule per usual. They're in the SEC West. And I believe this year, don't they got to play Georgia too? So you got to play Georgia, LSU, and Alabama. It's tough, man. It's tough. I wouldn't be shocked if Ole Miss goes 7-5 or 6-6. But at the same time, maybe they do shock some people. You never know with the Lane train. Another one with the Oklahoma thing saying, yeah, they're going to go 10-2 and win the Big 12. Oh, I kind of like this one. As a Georgia fan, Carson Beck has a Heisman season. Here's the thing with that. I personally believe in Carson Beck. I have so much faith in him. And I know that's crazy to even say considering he hasn't even started a game, but if you know anything about this kid and you've kept up with him, you know he's the real deal. However, at the same time, you got to remember he's playing for Kirby Smart. And Kirby Smart in Georgia isn't exactly a quarterback friendly. Well, it is quarterback friendly, but it's not like they're going to be throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game. That's not their play style. Will they do that every now and then? Yes, but if they can run the ball every single play, every single game, they'll do it. Whereas a lot of these other teams out here, they pass no matter what. So just due to the fact he plays for Georgia and Kirby Smart, don't see that happening. What is this? Iowa goes 11-1 and scores 28 points per game because they have the 3rd easiest schedule. Get out of here. If Iowa goes 11-1, I will personally send you a letter in the mail that says, I'm sorry, you were right. Get out of here with that. I said hot takes, not delusional takes. What is this? J-Man Raps. Come on, dog. You better than Alabama wins 3 games? So we went from originally people saying, oh, Alabama's going to lose 3 games to now, oh, they're only going to win 3 games. You got to be trolling me. But on a serious note, J-Man Raps, he's always sending me stuff. Appreciate you, my man. Oh, here we go. We got a Colorado one. I know it's a little spicy and controversial conversation. Colorado finishes top 5 in the Pac-12. Definitely a hot take to say the least. I'll leave it at that. Nathan said, Alabama and Georgia face off for a part 3 in the championship. Been watching for a couple of years of the vids. Thank you for the kind words, my man. Is that really a hot take? Alabama and Georgia face off in the championship? I don't think so. Maybe it is because people don't believe in Bama, but they're 2 of the top 5 teams in the country. Junior said FSU goes 11-1 and makes the college football playoff. I like this one from John. USC won't be a top 8 team this year. That one may sound a little crazy, but I always see this time after time after time with these Heisman Trophy quarterbacks that come back. The year after, it's just not as good for them and the team. I could see a case in a scenario where USC drops a couple of games and they fall out of the top 10, top 15. Ooh, what about this one from JJ? The SEC East is better than the SEC West. That is a conversation we haven't had within the past, 15 years just because of the SEC West's dominance. But when you look at it, is the SEC East now better than the West? Because who's the SEC East have? You got Georgia, Tennessee. Those are your 2 really good teams. Then after that, it's sort of a fall off. You got Kentucky, who's a fringe top 30, 35 team. And then you got South Kakalaki, top 25 team. On the flip side for the SEC West, of course, you got Alabama. Them and Georgia, they're 1A, 1B. And they also got LSU, I got them as a top 5. I got them as a top 6 team. And then most people got them in the top 10. So the top 2 teams in the West and East, they equal out. Alabama and Georgia. And then you got Tennessee and LSU, equal opponents. Well, then also in the West, you got to take into account, they got A&M, who traditionally speaking as being a top 15 team the past couple of years. And a lot of people got them in the top 20 this year. Also, to go along with that, you got Ole Miss. That's a top 25 team to some people. Then you also got Arkansas, in my humble opinion, top 25 team. And last but not least, at the bottom of the barrel, you got Mississippi State, who is a top 25 team. And then you got Auburn, who you're not going to hold down for long. That's a really good one. That's my favorite one up until this point. You could make the argument, but from top to bottom, no, I still think the SEC West, it's better than the East. That's just me, though. Dylan said Georgia misses the playoffs with 2 losses to Ole Miss and Tennessee. The thing with that one is, all day, every day, I could rationalize Tennessee upsetting Georgia because they have the talent. Well, with Ole Miss in the trenches, I don't think they have the talent, and they just can't match up with Georgia. But that's just me. What I'm trying to say is, I think Tennessee, there's a chance they could, where Ole Miss has almost a slim to none chance. Brent said Texas A&M doesn't even make a bowl game and Jimbo gets fired. You know what's crazy? see, everybody's looking at this right now. I know you guys are all looking at this like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. There's no way that's going to happen. But if you would have told somebody this right here last year, you would have also thought it was crazy, right? So I can't even say my man Brent here's tripping because we saw this happen last year. And oh yeah, you better believe it. If A&M doesn't make a bowl game, Jimbo, he's got to be fired. Got to. I don't care what his buyout is. Kyle said the Big 12 will have two, not one, but two new teams playing for the title. Well, my problem with that is I can't even find one team playing for the title. I guess Oklahoma or Texas? Who's even the first team in there? Oh, wait a minute. Kyle's talking about the Big 12 title. I was thinking of the national title. I was about to say, yeah, you're tripping, man. But no. I was just talking about the title. And oh, yeah, I could see that happening. Ooh, I like this one. Tennessee will take a step back. You see, there's something a lot of people, that's a conversation that people do not want to have and they're scared to have, but it's the reality. There's a great chance that Tennessee has a worse season in this upcoming year than they did last year. Last year just seemed like everything, it fell your way, the ball bounced the right way at the right time, and you had a great year. And now this year, why I'd be worried if I'm a Tennessee fan, is you have high expectations, and we've seen this for the past 15, 16, 17 years. When Tennessee fans have high expectations, every single year they get let down. That's going to be something to keep your eyes on. Great take, by the way. I've seen at least 30 of these, but yet again, Alabama goes 9-3 or worse. I don't understand the fathom with that one, but here we go. Texas makes the playoffs. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comment section. Do y'all actually believe Texas has a legit shot of making the playoff? Here's one I can get down with. FSU is overrated. Thank you for commenting that. Jalen Milroe takes a huge step forward and leads Alabama to a natty where he is a Heisman finalist and becomes a first-round pick. If you were to look up the definition of a hot take in the dictionary, there'd be a picture right beside it of this tweet. It doesn't get too much hotter than that. Jordan said Notre Dame beats Ohio Little Bro State. I can get down with that. William White said, by the way, shout out to William, always commenting and tweeting at me, said, I know this is a bit of a stretch, and that's fine, that's what it's about. But Oregon goes undefeated and has a nail-biter with USC and wins the Pac-12 championship. That's a conversation that I myself am ready for, especially with Bo Nix coming back for his 7th year of college football. I think Oregon's a team that a lot of people are sleeping on. Do I think they can compete for a national championship? No, because they're just physically not there, but definitely can win the Pac-12. Brady said Clemson will shock people / you and will go to the playoffs and K will be a Heisman contender. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Justin Park said Penn State will win the Big Ten. Georgia and the Little Bro Ohio State have growing pains because they're both starting new quarterbacks like Bama, but Saban goes back to murder ball and Bama wins the West. Tennessee takes a step back. Those are just some of them. I would love to sit up here and read off all these hot takes for the next 2 hours, but that's all I can do for now in this video. I'm going to check on the YouTube comment section. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to address this. In that hot takes video, and some of y'all are going to remember this, I said that my hot take, and I can't even believe I said this, for 2023 is that the Big Ten gets 2 teams in the college football playoff, which there can only be 4 teams, so 2, that's a lot. And I said that'd be the first time they've ever done that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have no idea why I said that'd be the first time they've ever done that, because in the most recent season, they did it. And y'all called me out for it, and when I went back and watched it, I was like, what was I thinking when I said that? I guess I just had a brain lapse. It is what it is. It happens. But my hot take still stands. That is my biggest hot take for 2024. The Big Ten somehow, some way sneaks not 1 but 2 teams in. I could sit up here all day and do these hot takes because they're so interesting. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see another hot take video. Maybe we make a part 3. Let me know your thoughts down below. But